Alright, so a quick and dirty way to do a fender delete and then install this Kemi, whatever the hell, basically put this thing on the back of your Ninja 500. I also got some sick looking turn signals. All this stuff's off Amazon. As you can tell, I've already disassembled a large part of the bike. Took the fairings off, the seat off. I took the back off. There's a whole bunch of videos on how to do that. I'm not going to really get into detail on that part. I'll just get into detail on the modification part. So when you first take off your rear fender, just give me 1 second here. I have to put the phone down for a second. Show you. Alright, when you first take off the rear fender, it is going to look like this, right? And basically what I did is I sawed this piece off, and now you're left with this, right? This nice little small piece. And where this fits actually is it fits up underneath here, and it's fastened by a couple bolts. There's one bolt that gets fastened right there, and the same thing on the other side, and also it gets fastened there and there. But anywho, so first step is to saw that, and before you even do anything, that looks a hell of a lot better. But so that's the first step. The next step is, so this piece of plastic here will have this piece of metal stuck in it like that, right? And you flip this over, there's actually 2 small holes right there, and in those holes they were little pieces of, they're like rivets, and I just pried them off with a screwdriver so I could get this thing off. You can kind of see there. There used to be a flange attached to these little nub things, which I just kind of yanked it off now, so I was able to get this off. So now I can fit this on here like so, and underneath that I can fasten this thing. So it's kind of hard to do this one-handed. Basically you're gonna have that thing going on under here. So now for this thing I had to get some bigger bolts because the existing bolts that were there were too small. So what I did is I went to the hardware store and what the hell did I do with the, hang on. Okay, we're back. A little technical difficulty there. Went to the hardware store and got some 25 millimeter M7 metric 7mm bolts. So what's gonna happen is you'll have this go through here, and this will sort of go through here. Now I have to drill these holes out a little bit because these bolts are a little bit beefier because they're gonna be holding this bracket. But they fit through these holes perfectly. So if you're doing this, M7 bolts will fit perfectly in these holes. I'll just show you real quick here. Here's an M7. It's perfectly, no drill required. We'll have to drill this piece of plastic out. So, and additionally, so yeah, I got 2 M7 bolts and 4. These are actually 1/4-inch washers, but they fit just as good. So they're drilled out slightly, and now the M7 bolt fits perfect. Alright, so apologize, my bike's a little dusty because it's been sitting in a garage during the whole winter, so but anywho, I can already tell you, I see the seat back on too, this is going to look so much better. Like, it already looks way better than that thing on the back here. Now, I haven't yet fully adjusted, you know, how far I want it in or out or whatever, but for now I just put the little lights on the side there and fasten everything in just for a little look-see. It looks so much better. Next thing I do is gotta do all the wiring here. But that won't be too hard. So, should also point out when I fastened underneath here, I don't know if you can see. So I put the bolts facing upwards so that the excess threads on the bolts would not stick down. It's just a personal preference thing. It really doesn't matter that much because you don't really see it anyways. But anywho. Also, random anecdotal note as I'm doing this, if you have a fast blinking problem like that, after you put aftermarket turn signals in, it's usually because you need to put a resistive load between the two wires for the signal. As I have done on the left side, you can see it's the normal pace, and the right side is really fast because there's nothing hooked up there. So, just in case you come into this issue. Okay, back to the video. So, you'll see a series of images and a video or two in this next bit here of my Ninja 500. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this Fender Eliminator bracket thing. And I would say if you're trying to do it on a Ninja 500 or a Ninja 250, it would work pretty well. Maybe even on an older 650, depending on the bolt configuration. So, overall, it looks so much better. I was also doing a gloss black vinyl wrap on my Ninja, in which case you'll see, or have already seen in the videos or pictures that are being shown right now. So, overall, great product. I'd recommend it if you're looking to bleed your Fender. Cheers.